I've seen all the Best Picture nominees. What's next? Time to rank them. Before we get into this list, I just want to say a big shout out and thank you to anyone who's watched any of my videos. I just passed 100 videos with my Oscar reactions. Thank you if you've been subscribing and following me. It means a lot. And if you enjoy this content, throw a like on this video, subscribe. I try not to do that. That feels weird. It feels weird to do that. But truly, big shout out and thank you. Here we go. Number 10. I wish I got what everyone else is seeing in this movie. My number 10 and number 9 are probably the most controversial on this list, but I will own there is things about Zone of Interest that I just don't get. I don't see it. This experiment failed to me. Now, before you all scream at me, I think my main thing about Killers of the Flower Moon, this movie is a slog to get through. This does not need to be 3.5 hours long. This is so slow. So that is why this shoots all the way down my list. I will own, for me, personally, Scorsese, not the thing. On a technical level, this is an incredibly well-crafted movie. Cinematography, score, costume design, all of the technical elements of this movie are fantastic. It just sucks that it is such a fucking bore to get through. This is just a solid comedy. The real stars of this film are the performances from Jeffrey Wright and, of course, Sterling K. Brown, and the script. I just think these other movies higher on my list have a little more extra going for it. But this is really solid. I really enjoyed my time watching this. All gonna be mad. Again, this is an incredibly well-crafted movie. The cinematography, effects, makeup, costume design, performances. Emma Stone probably gives my favorite lead performance of the year. I feel like it's a little too long and it feels a little windy in parts of this movie. Unfortunately, it's number 7. I know this is the one that's gonna get most of you mad at me. On my second watch of it, I understand why people have issues with it. However, I think performances, cinematography, all the technical elements, they just work for me. But I can understand and agree. The script, it kind of winds in a weird way where you're not getting all the elements. I think the criticism that there's on the Bernstein conducting is a little in bad faith, because that's not what the movie is about. The movie is about the relationship between these two characters and their chemistry together, and that's what sells it for me. These top 5 are also coincidentally the things I would pick for Best Director. And I know the order is gonna piss people off. I love a little discourse down in the comments. Originally, when I watched this movie, this did not do really anything for me. The second watch, everything kind of like clicked in together. How Justine Triet shows you exactly what you need to know when you need to know it. Sandra Hüller's performance is incredible. It's just a well-crafted courtroom drama, and I think it took a second watch for it to click in with me. So that's my number 5. The specific feat of creating a message movie that is also funny and accessible to audiences and was a blockbuster success. I don't understand how that's not Best Director worthy. I don't know that I would put Margot in my Best Actress list, but she does a really solid performance, and this is where my opinion differs. I don't think it's necessarily contingent on not getting the message of the movie. The message of the movie is nominated in this Best Picture nomination, this Adapted Screenplay nomination, and in America Ferrera's performance, because beyond her monologue that she gives, which is the thesis of the movie, America Ferrera would not be here. Take that as you will. Upon my second watch, this really just got me in all of the feels. The production design, the cinematography, the score, the vibe, these performances, everything is just so well put together. When you come by a really solid Christmas story, it's gotta go on the list. The only reason that my number 1 is number 1 is there's just more elements that exceeded, where I think this is probably the best picture, not necessarily my favorite. Number 2, This Story by Celine Song. Oh, your boy loves a good talkie movie. The fact that Greta Lee specifically is not nominated, crime. That's crime. What is Annette Bening doing in that category? Anyway, the script, the story, these performances, everything is just so well crafted. One of the only movies I bought this year, so if you haven't seen it, what are you doing? What are you doing with yourself? Go watch it. And this really solidified on my second watch. Every element is outstanding. The makeup, costume design, production design, all of these supporting performances, the direction, the script, all coalesced together into making this giant mega thing. A movie that is so relentlessly paced. Nolan should win, because to make a 3-hour movie that you are riveted the entire time, that is about the fucking making of the atomic bomb, that's insane. And I think Oppenheimer should win overall. It's just a fantastic piece of cinema. Anyway, what are your rankings of these Best Picture nominations? Once again, thank you to everyone that watched this. I appreciate you all watching. I appreciate you all liking. And if you want please subscribe. It gives me motivation to keep going, because sometimes we need motivation. Cut. Okay, bye.